Let me start this video by saying this. I'm not a pen guy. However, I've loved the Zebra F-701 for years. It clicks, it's knurled, and it's all metal. Or so I thought. It actually has a plastic click mechanism, but at some point, the EDC community fell in love with this pen, and they developed a hack to make it all metal. I figured I'd show you how it's done. To get started, you'll need a few things. First off, this pen, the Zebra F-701. You're also going to need this other pen, the Zebra F-402. This one comes in a 2-pack. For this hack, you'll be taking the brass mechanism out of the 402 and putting it in the 701. While you're kinda wasting a pen, it's alright. These pens are pretty cheap. Beyond the two pens, you'll need a heat source and a pair of pliers. Step 1 is to remove the plastic click mechanism from the F-701. The pliers should make short work of this. Alright, here's the tricky part. You've got to extract the brass mechanism from the F-402, and you've got 3 different options. Option number 1 is to unscrew the tip of the pen a couple threads and bear down on it to eject the knock. I tried this a bunch of ways, but it didn't work at all for me, though your mileage may vary. Option number 2 is to heat up the click end of the pen, just enough to melt the plastic sleeve holding the mechanism in place. Be careful not to burn yourself, and remember, you're just trying to soften it up. As you can see, I kinda overdid it and wrecked the whole mechanism. Good thing these pens come in a 2-pack. Okay, option 3. Stick the pen in the freezer for 10 to 15 minutes. Then, come back and try to unscrew it. Now before trying it, I thought this was ridiculous, but to my surprise, freezing the pen, followed by a touch of heat, worked the best. I think the heating allows the metal to expand, but freezing it first lets you do this without melting the plastic. Then you should be able to just unscrew. Alright, now the final step. Take your shiny new mechanism and screw it into your F-701. It's a pretty tight fit, so you might need a rubber glove or pliers to tighten it down. I used both. And just like that, you've got an all-metal pen. So conclusion. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty easy, fun project, and it's a good way to make something uniquely yours. Whether you're into pens or not, for $20, it's definitely worth a try. If you want to try this out for yourself, I borrowed most of my instructions from an article by The Clicky Post, which I've linked in the description. Also, follow me on Snapchat if you want to keep up with what I'm doing. See you guys next time.